Alrighty, fellas, good morning. Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap 535. We are here every flippin' day, fellas, gaming, making progress, covering PokeMMO news. Let's just jump into it and cover said news, boys. We got ourselves the same catch events I've covered a few times, so I'm going to go through rapidly today to save yourself some time. If you have not seen them, check out the previous catch event or the previous stream recaps. I cover them in more detail. This is a Yanma catch event on the 9th. Thursday, July 9th, Thursday. So in tomorrow, if you're watching the stream recap, 2 days if you're watching the live stream, 11:30 a.m. I will be live early for this. Ruin Valley, Kanto, Yanma +5, Natsu 0, Persian -10. Keep in mind there will be Wobbuffet spawns at this location, so it will kind of be a tricky catch event since those have shadow tag and will keep you locked in the fights. Nature bonuses on screen now. There's a shiny Yanma up for grabs. An amazing shiny prize you do not see very often in PokeMMO. This is a difficult single encounter hunt and one that people will often do in the Safari Zone to give you an idea of how bad people want it and how they're willing to risk the fleas. So check out this event to win yourself a very easy shiny Yanma comparatively to the shiny hunt. Next up, week one of the 8-week seasonal PvE catch event, extravaganza is coming up. Okay, it's on the 11th of July, Saturday. 11th of July, Saturday. There's Saturday and Sunday catch events this weekend. It's at 9 a.m. ET. You've got Panseer, Pansage, Panpour, Servine, and the nature bonuses on your screen right now. And you've also got a gift Panseer, Pansage, or Panpour for grabs. Not the best gift prize Pokemon, I'll be totally honest, but just make sure if you plan to do the 8-week event, just show up to this, catch like one Pokemon that's at least like 100+ score, and then submit it to the staff. At least do that to get your score up, because you need 800 total score over the 8-week event to be able to get to the finals, and that is very doable. Everyone should try to aim for the 800 points, because it's very doable. And then if you happen to win or do well in the event, you could win some bonus qualification points and some free RP. This is a good chance for Iron Man. 9 a.m. Elemental Monkey non-shiny catch event prize. Iron Man, wake up. Iron Man, this is your chance to maybe win some free RP. This will be a very unpopular event most likely, so go try, boys. Good luck. Well, it depends. It's a week one of the 8-week thing though, so I don't know, we'll see. Next up, Viper catch event on Sunday, the 12th of July. So the Sunday catch event at 3 p.m. ET, Route 114 in Hoenn. You've got 1 hour to catch Viper, Swablu, or Zangoose with species bonuses on screen, nature bonuses down below. If it's your first catch event, you don't know how to do them, I have a video called Catch Events Explained PokeMMO, as well as plenty of guides on how to prepare for catch events and how to maximize your odds of winning a catch event. There's a shiny Viper up for grabs. Really great shiny. I think it's a ×3 horde shiny on average. Really great shiny, underrated shiny, really cool Pokemon. Check it out, plus obviously some reward points on top of it. Next up, we've got an unofficial catch event, and not catch event, an unofficial event within PokeMMO hosted by a player. Okay, you can find this over on the PokeMMO unofficial events tab within the forum posts. And what's cool is, dude, this is a full-on skill-based event. This is really cool. First community event, Elite Rush, and it's hosted by Farm Oracle MMO. Now, Farm Oracle is a new add-on that's been being pushed, and I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna be so real, I have not tried the mod. Okay, I have to try it and do a full review and potentially a full video on it. Okay, but apparently the mod gives people a step-by-step process on how to rebattle some of the Elite Fours and some of the endgame fights, like the Red refight potentially, I believe. And with that, he's doing this challenge where on July 11th, so it's coming up once again this Saturday, so make sure you build your team ahead of time. On July 11th, if you use a Farm Oracle team and you speed run through all 5 Elite Fours, you could potentially win 2,000 RP. Some extra, huge Pokeyen on top of it. That's a pretty darn good prize. Also a good prize for doing something that's already really effective in the game, really efficient in the game, to make some Pokeyen. Now, you might need to record your entry, right? It's posted a heads up. The official start post drops on July 11th. That's when you can show your videos only count from Saturday's post onward, so I think you might have to record. There's a lot of stipulations to this, but it's potentially a way for someone to win 2,000 reward points on top of just being a good money maker and doing the Elite Four rerun. So good luck to everybody doing this. I think it's a really cool event, and it's cool to see a pure skill-based speedrun event. To see a speedrun event like this is very fucking cool. Good luck to Farm Oracle. I'll have to check out that mod at some point. Next up, we got a really important, this matters, man. This is a very big Shiny War rule change, rule adjustment. I don't know what you want to call it. But in previous years, if you could get a shiny Dude, there were people who got a shiny like 24 to 36 hours, I think, before Shiny War began. And then they would what's called juggle it, which is like clicking, you know, a button here and there and like making sure they didn't AFK in game, which is really stressful because if you like AFK for like 15 minutes, I think it goes away, right? But dude, these guys would juggle shinies far in advance and they would keep it until the event started. And that was a strategy, was to try to shiny hunt and get a shiny prior to the event, which is just absolutely insane. And then that's not allowed this year. So it's Rage confirmed shinies encountered before the event begins will not count towards the team's score. This only applies to wild encounters. Eggs will still be valid. That's fucking insane, man. That is crazy, dude. I didn't know that. That's nuts. Congrats to, I think it's a really cool way to go about it, man. I think it's honestly a really good rule change. I think juggling was kind of wonky. I think it was just kind of silly willy. So I like the change. Next up, we've got our daily item market check. The Coiled snake hat. I was wrong on this vanity. So dead wrong. And I try to show people whenever I'm correct on an investment and whenever I'm wrong on one. I invested in lucky red envelopes because I thought this vanity would do well. And at least when you invest in a sealed product, you have more safety. Like, I don't think I lost money. I think I like net neutraled on lucky reds, or lost maybe like 2,000 Pokeyen per envelope, which I'm honestly totally fine with that loss, right? But could you imagine losing, what is this? 47 million Pokeyen or whatever down to 12 to 14 mil? Absolutely insane. Someone said, but servers go down. I don't think servers go down for Shiny Wars. I know that people, I can confirm that people juggled last year, 100%. Maybe you could reconnect or something like that. I don't know if servers went down when the Shiny Wars began, but I could be wrong. I know for a fact people juggled last year is what I can say, in the previous year, but there should be no juggling this year is the important thing. Anyways, but it's a good question to, you know, servers don't always go down for updates, but for big like event stuff they do. So but Shiny Wars is an event. I don't think we've seen it, but I could be wrong. I'll have to go back maybe. But I know for a fact juggling happened. Anyways, Coiled snake hat is down from like 38 mil during the event. It was released in the 2025 Lunar New Year event. So it's about a year and a half old at this point. Wow, a year and a half old. And it was the it item during the event at 38 million Pokeyen. And now it's down to about 12 to 15 mil, which is really good for people who want to own one to fuck it, not as an investment, but own it to have it on their head, to wear it, which is what vanities are supposed to be for. So I think it's honestly a cool thing. It's always cool to see affordable vanities. Although you want to see some things hold a nice price, I think 12 to 15 mil is still a very nice price. You can color this as well. It's really important. You can like make it like purple or like green, and it looks really beautiful in different colorations. So definitely check out the Coiled snake hat if you are interested. It's come down a lot in price. If some of you were looking at and you couldn't afford it, maybe now you can afford it, man. So definitely make sure to check that out. I think next up, fellas, we have our achievement showcase. Alrighty, fellas, let's jump into the achievement showcase. We have a lot to talk about today. How is this the first one we're talking about? That's insane, dude. Swifty from Team Soju. My first time going dry and then leading into back-to-back shinies proves there is always hope. Shout out to Team Soju for the Phoebus tile checker for really helping with this shunt. Ended up going 61,000 encounters dry for shiny Phoebus. Ended up being a 2x31 shiny Phoebus. And then ended up getting a shiny Axew. No phases. 52 encounters later. I've talked about this. The Axew shiny hunt is one of the craziest shiny hunts in PokeMMO. I feel like people either go 0 phase Axew at like 1,000 encounters or 7,000 encounters or 52 encounters, fuck it, or they go 7 Woobats in a row. Like, I've never seen someone get the right amount of Woobats and the right amount of Axews. It's always like an insane variance, dude. What a cursed shunt, but I'm glad you got the positive end of the cursed shunt, Swifty, and congrats on both shinies, okay? Next up, caught the shiny of my dreams and it was somehow better than I imagined. I love that people like love Meowth. I love Meowth shiny I've come around to over the years. I hate Persian shiny, but I love that people love this, man. That is fucking beautiful and gorgeous. 3x31 Meowth, congratulations. 3x31 shiny is insane. 3x31 shiny is like what? I think it's 1 in 78. It's not exactly this amount because it's different when like 131 is guaranteed, but it's like around 1 in 78 shinies. So like it would take on average around, I think it might be, I don't know if it's rarer or more common because 1 guaranteed. I'm actually probably more common, right? I'm not sure, but 3 times 31 is it's people, you don't see that between like 50 to 78 OT shinies. It's crazy to see, man. A lot of people don't see that in their Pokemon career. Congratulations to you, meow, dude. Congratulations. Next up, the Duck Enjoyer, who is in chat right now, shared their encounter counter history. I love that this is one of the best mechanics to ever be added to Pokemon, so that we can share our entire shiny history so easily, dude. Like, that is such an underrated element of the encounter tracker, is the ability to socialize and share with it. And dude, shout out to the Duck Enjoyer, who's gotten a Dugong at 15,000 encounters, a Tentacruel at 1,400, the Duck itself, the Duck Enjoyer, at 73,000, Poliwag at about 5k, Vulpix at 34k, and then Pidgey at 44k. So pretty earned, pretty dry shunts along the way, but also some lucky stuff like the 5k Poliwag and 1,400 Tentacruel. So this is a very like averaged out, this is a very averaged out shiny encounter counter. Very fair, very balanced, and I'm curious to see it get crazy and wacky in the future, man. Good luck to you, dude. Next up, we've got Squirtle with their 25th shiny, but 12th shiny this year. Dude, that is consistency. Consistency is the best thing in PokeMMO, dude. Being able to get 2 shinies a month. This was posted in June, right? Yeah, right now it's July. I'm a little not behind, backlogged on the achievement showcase. That's right, chat. You know the word. 2 shinies a month consistently is really fucking impressive, man. Like, that is legitimately super fucking good. Keep it up, gamer. Nice work, Squirtle. Hell yeah, and good luck to you on keeping up the streak, dude. Next up, just hit 1 year playing Pokemon, and I love this game so much. I put in so many hours into the game, and I've loved every minute of it, dude. I love wholesome stories like this, man. I thank you for sharing this, Emmett. What makes it so effortless to play is the community and the team that I am in. Optic on top, doing such great events like Flash/team events and having birthday events where everyone comes together to try to do a target hunt. During those hours, I got the Pokedex done, and I got 9 shiny Pokemon, with one of them being my dream shunt of Quilava with no phases. Truly love the game and the community. We'll be playing for many years, few years to come. Dude, really wholesome story. We have a little bit more information on this story. We see that shiny Quilava caught at 27,000 encounters, 0 phases, 31 special attack, 20 plus in all the other defenses. The IVs on this are nuts. This is like 1 to 2 breeds away from being a like Jimmy Run usable Typhlosion, man. On a shiny is fucking sick, dude. Congrats on your catch. And then here is the Emmett's, also their shiny log. They have 9 OT shinies. They got a Venipede at 2,000 encounters, another Venipede at 22k, a Silcoon at 24k, Coughing at 6k, and a Marlet 124k. And then more shunts after that were cut off, but it's cool to see that journey and cool to see a piece of that player's shiny hunt. And then next up, this is not Emmett, this is Netherite Bong, otherwise known as the IGN Shunting. And this is, dude, I could see doing this. I love the idea of a PokeMMO collage. I think this is actually fucking art, dude, because there's so much happening on your screen you can't even process. And it's one of those like, okay, let's start in the top left. We can see he's got, what, 35 OT shinies. He's got a Shroomish at 25,000 encounters. That's a tough single encounter hunt. The Minccino times 3 Horde at 17k. The Piloswine times 5 Horde most likely at 16k. The Triple Unknowns. Like, everything tells a story, dude. Everything tells a story. The Shelder, the Staryu, the Tynamo. This guy's got really hard shunts. How much? Look at that. He's got like 2 Zigzagoons, 3 Poocyanas. That's all Petalburg phases, you can tell. I'm sorry, 3 Zigzagoons. He's got like 6 phases to Shroomish, and it's like 3 Pooches, 3 Zigzagoons. Like, that's insane. You can see the Joltik, many Joltiks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Joltiks on the way to his 1 Tynamo. Like, dude, I love the idea of looking at more PokeMMO collages. There's so much story here. You see the shiny Fracture. Why would he keep it a shiny Fracture instead of going to a Haxorus? Oh, that's right, because it's the best shiny in that line. Don't sleep on shiny Fracture. It looks fucking gorgeous. There's so many cool shinies here. He's got 10 million Pokeyen. He's got 17k BP passively. He's got, what, 2,800 hours, I think, played? I can't see that very well, but this is an entire player's. This is 2,800 hours of progress in one picture on your screen. I think that's mind-blowing to think about and mind-blowing to acknowledge, man. So shout out to Shout out to Netherite Bong / Shunty. I love your IGN as well. Shunning is such a sick IGN to have, dude. Congratulations to you on all of your progress and all your work with PokeMMO. I hope you still enjoy it, man, are still having fun. And speaking of having fun and enjoying it, we have some grinding to do today. Berry farming, Jimmy run, trainery run. We are in our training arc. We are preparing for Shiny War, dude. I can't wait to Shiny hunt, crank out ×5 hordes, crank out Leppas shunting, and finally get all the, like, delayed gratification that we've been storing and saving and working towards in this journey. Let's jump into our progress, fellas. A lot of people have been asking, do I think Ditto boxes will go up during Shiny War? And I don't know. I know it's really easy to be like, oh yeah, of course they will, because the demand will be higher. Will that cause the price to go up? Potentially. I just don't like giving people financial advice. Is it decently likely, maybe 70% likely, that Ditto boxes go up some extent, whether 20k a box, you know? And they've already gone up, from what I've heard, from like 280 to 300k to like 320k. So they've already gone up a little bit with Shiny War being officially announced, right? But you've got to factor in, like, how many people will buy all the Dittos they need before War, right? How many people have all the Dittos they need before? And you have to factor that in. I don't know if I would recommend people like holding Ditto boxes because they'll go up during War. If you hold like 10 Ditto boxes and now you just can't Ditto farm, sure, maybe you'll make, was it, an extra 200k Pokeyen, which is nice, but couldn't you have just spent that time like farming more Dittos, like, you know, getting back to the grind? That's my concern, I guess. I would be selling Ditto boxes non-stop whenever you can, in my opinion. Yeah, so someone said, how many Dittos could one person really store at a time? Half of their PC storage with breed mods, the other half with Dittos, and then some in the GTL/mail. I was saying, I know, yeah, he said, holy fuck, 30k. I know people with 30k Dittos stored because they've been preparing for a year and they have like 20 plus alt accounts just with Dittos on them. People take Shiny War incredibly seriously. I know of at least 1 or 2 people, I believe, with like 40k Dittos stored. Like, there are people with so many Dittos heading into this Shiny War, and they've been preparing for like over a year, right? The question is, how many people prepared ahead of time and how many people didn't? And I mean, to be fair, most people don't prepare ahead of time. So like, is it likely Dittos go up? Maybe a little bit. Should you hold on to your boxes because of that? Probably not. I would just sell and get your money now and use that money to make more money, right? That's the general rule of thumb, I would say. I'm getting that question a lot on like, will Ditto boxes go up? Make your own choices, make your own decisions. That's my thoughts on the matter. Okay, I've never heard someone ask this question in my entire life. You're on some next level PokeMMO efficiency shenanigans. Any keyboard switch recommendations? You are asking, yeah, I had to ask him, like, what is that? The switches underneath the keycaps, it impacts the sound and press time. Brother is trying to modify his keyboard to make his keys click faster to do better Jimmy runs. I mean, that's fucking based as hell if that's what you enjoy. I've had some friends who were super into like keyboard modifications. I never got into it. It's just, you know, it's a lot. It's expensive. It gets expensive fast. I'm dealing with Magic the Gathering is the only money hobby I need. That's cool as hell. More power to you. I respect the commitment, but I can't help you. I have no recommendation. But it's cool to hear people caring about that. It's wild, man. Okay, this is a great question. I feel this is a great question. Like, that's like feedback would probably be welcomed on this. Someone, Spoonfed is developing a Pokemon MMO, I believe, called Pokeverse. You can check out on his YouTube channel. But he asked, I still can't decide what generation to go with mechanics wise for release. Any thoughts? I think you have a few options. I think Gen 1 is a bad idea going mechanics wise, even though it like would be wacky and crazy and fun. I think the main options are things like, I also don't recommend Gen 3. I don't think Gen 3 had the physical special split yet, right? That was like Gen 4. I think your main options are like Gen 4, Gen 5, and like Gen 9, like modern Gen. I think that's like the big three. Gen 5, Gen 4, or Gen 9. I think you've got to go post physical special split, in my opinion. And then, but you probably don't want infinite weather from Gen 5, so you might want to like custom balance that. There's things like that you got to factor in. I think physical special split was Gen 4. I could be wrong. I think it was it because yeah, Mandela effect. I think the physical special split happened in the Infernape generation because they largely created Infernape, fun fact, to answer Skarmory Blissey. So like kind of, because, well, Skarmory, yeah, but like it's still balanced. A lot of the firefighting types ended up happening because like Star and Blissey, well, kind of, yes and no, like not really Emboar. Like Star and Blissey was so good, right? There were certain combinations that were so like tank cores back in like Gen 3 prior to the physical special split, prior to Pokemon weren't able to be mixed attackers, and Infernape was created to be a mixed attacker to be able to break through tank cores like that. Someone asked, is there a catch event today? No, there is not, to my knowledge. This is gonna be a good time to start on my schedule. I'll probably be off stream tomorrow, which will be Wednesday. So probably no stream Wednesday because there will be catch events Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll probably be doing streams on all 3 of those days as long as I can make it, of course. I don't know my exact schedule, but that'll be the goal. So we'll still get like 5 streams throughout the week. And we'll even get one extra stream basically, as well as weekend streams. So I'm trying to adjust my schedule more than ever recently for catch events, because it's one of the biggest things I have to do on the Ironman account to prepare for Shining Wars. Try to give myself that chance to win reward points. This is insane. This guy was like, hey man, I don't have enough channel points, can I still whisper you a Pokemon to flex it on stream? And I was like, dude, sure, why not, man? Like, you're so nice about it, like, who cares, right? I'm not too busy right now. He said, I got this from a swarm on my alt account. Shiny AIPOM from a swarm, really cool OT, shiny Pancham, wild caught 478 encounters. Okay, and that's not it, chat. Oh my god, I only saw that it was 3 times 31. Not, oh, what the fuck? This is one of the craziest wild stated Pokemon I've ever seen. A 178. You are 8 points away from having a perfect Pokemon. A 178, 3 times 31, 478 encounter wild shiny AIPOM from a swarm. What the absolute flying fucks? That's insane, dude. That's from Uwazi in chat. And then, dude, congratulations. Generational luck. Dude, I mean, that's all you can hope for in PokeMMO. Like, that's amazing. I love the name. Dude, this is sick. This is one of the... I'm so glad you linked this. One of the most insane wild shinies I've ever seen. Congratulations. This is insane. Also, what a good Pokemon. Like, it could have been a victory bell and it would have been impressive. To get it on an AIPOM and it's female, never breed this. In my opinion, do whatever you want to do. It's your Pokemon. I would recommend never breeding this. Like, keeping this wild caught is so disgustingly impressive. It's your second AIPOM? No shot. Or your second swarm. Yeah. Also, yeah, Brave is not like, it could be better, but like, it could be worse. Brave is like weirdly not awful. That is insane. Dude, congratulations. That is so fucking cool. Thank you for sharing, man. Wait, this is fresh. Wait, Darth just got this. 16,000 encounters caught 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. Sassy nature. Look at these stats. Sassy, 31 attack, 20 plus in defense. This is usable. You got a wild comp, dude. It's not amazing, and I love wall raid in PvP. It's not good, but it's so fun and unique and cool. Dude, what? That's a sick Pokemon, man. That is a really, really good Wildcat shiny. How are we seeing so many good Wildcat shinies today? Dude, that's sick. That's fresh as hell. Congrats, man. I need help / advice, please. On my Ironman account, I have a catching Smeargle, Cloyster, and Parasect without Damp and a Meowth, but I'm really struggling to catch any alphas. You don't have a Breloom. Got you. I know Spinda helps, but what can I do to increase the chances until Alpha Spinda comes around? If you can get a Breloom, that is huge. Breloom is able to infinitely stall a lot of alphas. Being able to spam Substitute and Spore and infinitely stay alive with Breloom is really good, and Poison Heal and Toxic Orb. You dodge statuses. Breloom is just so much better. It has better stats than Smeargle, but it is 4 times weak to things like flying, so you gotta factor that in. But Breloom will help a lot. And then on top of that, bring your Cloyster. Early on, it's better to take the risky catches and bring some Pokemon with like good attacks and good damage. Some people like Super Fang. Super Fang's consistent. I respect that. I will just bring my HM Dragonite, for example, and spam Waterfall and just get a bunch of, like, let this thing die, get a bunch of chip damage off, before eventually bringing in my actual like, you want to stall turns. I guess a tip is don't actually bring your catching Smeargle in until turn like 8+. Like, hold your catching Smeargle until your timer balls are in full effect, and also utilize timer balls are like, I'm assuming you're doing that. Timer balls are the best balls for alphas by far. You got to be using those. Those are a game changer. So use timer balls. Don't even bring in your Spore Pokemon until turn 8+. whittle the alpha down with other mons. Don't be afraid to use revives to catch an alpha. That is often worth it on an Ironman account, especially. Yeah, hopefully that helps. Those are some tips. Good luck to you, man. Yo, but how many stacks of Leppas do you think are needed for Shiny Wars if you're trying to do very well? I'm aiming for 30,000 on the Ironman account, and it's about 100 Leppas is about 1 hour of shunting, but it's a little bit, it's probably like 100 to 120 Leppas. So that's like 300 hours of shunting. I would say minimum 30k Leppas, 30,000. If you want to like do well in Shiny Wars, I would say minimum is 30,000 Leppas, which costs you 30,000 times like what, 800? Like overcalculate it, 770. You're probably buying for like what, 730 from the actual buyers in trade chat. So 30,000 times 730, like 22 mil. Honestly, it's pretty cheap to like participate in Shiny War and do very well and not egg. Like, it's pretty weirdly affordable. To be like in the Super Bowl, you know, in the Super Bowl of Shiny, like do really well. But if you want to do, like 300 hours is a good Shiny War. 400 is like, you're a fucking goat. That's what I'm going to try to aim for. We'll see. And then any more than that is like, you're a legend. So you can do like 40,000, like anywhere from 30 to 50k Leppas. If someone actually used 50k Leppas during Shiny War, I would shit a Leppa berry IRL. Like, cause I don't like, that would be insane. That would be crazy. I could see someone stocking up 50k and like getting down to a few thousand by the end. But if you could use all of them, that would be really, that'd be insane. Anywhere from 30 to 50k Leppas for War. Great question. Yo, I'm a returning player. Should I make money until Shiny Wars or buy something for it right now? It depends on what you want to do. There's two ways to approach Shiny War as a returning player. Are you a big shiny hunter? Do you want to participate in War, or do you want to abuse War to make a bunch of Pokeyen? You can't really do both. You've got to pick one. So you either participate in War, and you can go for top 50, even go for top 10, and try to get, you know, the Charcoal Horns or the Royal Charizard rewards or whatever. If you're a returning player and Shiny War starts in 24 days, I think there's almost a 0% chance you can get like top 3 or top 1. I think that's, people have been preparing all year for this. I don't think you can beat that out, but I could be, feel free to prove me wrong. I'd love to be proven wrong in that regard. Pop off, you know, king, queen, person, royalty. But I would say decide whether you want to do Shiny War and Shiny Hunt and spend Pokeyen to get shinies, or use the War to make money. And I have a video coming out probably by the time you watch this stream recap, either yesterday or tomorrow. I'm probably gonna like bump up the video in my schedule. A video talk about how to take advantage of Shiny War if as a new player, and how to get rich off of Shiny War as a new player. It's pretty simple, but there's a few like hidden tips. Like, I guess one of the big tips is like being multilingual is very fucking powerful. Not something you would think about, right? Being multilingual is a boon to making Pokeyen and PokeMMO. Not something you would consider, not gameplay focused, not something you would consider, but it's a big deal. So that's one of like the lesser known, lesser talked about tips, I would argue. Alrighty, fellas, this final item, yes, an amulet coin to end the stream is perfect. Thank you guys for watching a fun little 5-hour stream on a Tuesday. I won't be live tomorrow. I will be live Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I will see you guys then. Thanks for gaming. Thanks for hanging. Have a great day. Good luck on your PokeMMO grinds. If you ever have any questions about PokeMMO, comments, live streams, you know, let me know. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Dislike if I'm stinky. Subscribe for daily videos. I do upload every single day. If you want to go above and beyond and support the content, YouTube memberships, Twitch Primes, Twitch subs, PayPal and Venmo, all that stuff helps a ton, allows me to be here for sure. The fan funding is what allows me to put so much time into this channel. So thank you guys so much. Have a great day. I will see you guys Thursday. For now, fellas, peace of Reno. Yo, what's up? Outro Patrouski here, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody's name who is on this list. You really allow me to make the content that I do every single day, and I hope I can make it worth your guys' while and add to your PokeMMO journey. Thanks again so much for watching the entire video, and have a great day.